What's up guys? Today I'm gonna do some Ergo hashrates and show you how did I set up cooling on this CMP170hx. As you know, this has no active cooler on it, so we need to have some fan to drop the air through the card, and we need to have some exterior fans to cool it on outside, because this whole case is hot and is dissipating heat from the memory and the PCB very well. This ventilator here actually reduces 2 Celsius on whole card, just blowing the air over it. So that's also the thing I need to consider when putting this one in the rig. This is just like a test setup for me, just to get it running. This is 100mm case fan that is blowing some air through it, but it's not as efficient. As you can see, temperatures are pretty high, and I had to power limit it to get it running and be in under 90 degrees, and we are getting 342 mega hash on Ergo right now. But yes, I 3D printed, there's my trusty 3D printer. I 3D printed this duct for 120mm industrial fan. I do have 2-pin industrial fan. This one is gonna go bolts to the walls straight away when plugged in, and I don't like that. I ordered some 4-pin industrial fans and some controllers to control RPM on them, so I don't have loud AF fans just buzzing here and rocking it out. But for now I'm gonna do it with this one because I had it in my Mindbox 8, so I'm just gonna use this one as testing until I receive my controllers and 120mm that I can control RPM on them, so I can have them a bit more quiet. So let me strap these onto that bad boy and let's get back to these temperatures. I'll be back. Let me just give you a closer look on how did I set up this one with cardboard and duct tape around it to get the air in. That's how I did it, and the temps were as I showed you. Let's put this bad boy on. Alright guys, here it is, closer look on how it looks with duct and the ventilator together. It looks awesome. I put duct tape on the sides so this duct doesn't slide off. It's pretty solid. Alright, let's put it. My phone is gonna drop. Yeah, let's put it right there. Here it is guys, it's running. Heck yeah. Fan is blowing through the card so efficiently, there is no extra air coming out on these sides, and it's ton of the nice fine, like okay warm, not like hot, that's a little bit warm air. And I still keep this vent to run over the card because this case, as I said, it's using as cooling on it. And look what we have. Really nice temperatures at higher hash rate, and we have doing only 188 watts, so about 200 watts, let's say, because this is not 100% correct, and probably this ventilator is pulling another 30 watts, so let's say 220 total. But we have much higher hash rate, and what we're gonna do now is remove power limit there. Ooh, it's going up, definitely it's going up. And we're gonna lock core to 1 to 50, apply. Let's see now with this settings, and I know memory can go up to 2800, so we're gonna do that later. So now we are just doing hash rate for it. it's going up. It's really good hash rate right now. Yes. As far as I know, this card can go over 420 mega hash, doing about 200 watts. But we are doing 180 watt right now, 400 mega hash. So there's been some, yeah, it's even going down in mega hash, in watts. So this is really nice, really efficient. Only 180 watts. These cars are almost doing together 180, and this one is just, yes. Let's do memory. Let's do 2000 straight. This cooling ducts and this fan doing really good, really good. And it's not so loud. I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna scream like crazy. Okay, power. The hash rate is dropping because we are core limited. So I think we want to give it 350, about there. Let's see now how it's gonna do now. NVIDIA settings error. So we don't want to do 300. It's going up now, and the wattage pumped up. Let me see what Popular says. Kaspa, Nexa, Kaspa, Heavy Hash. So mostly people do power limit and core. $12.90 was there. Let me check up again. So $12.9 core, power limit, core memory, power limit. Alright, now we know what I'm doing. Okay, we need to get core higher in order to run, yes. Run memory higher. So let's see. It's a 1500 memory on core. Sorry guys. So it needs more juice to run memory, because in this die memory and core is in the same die. There is no memory around the die like in regular graphics card. Oh yeah, we have errors. Error is because of memory. Let's leave it 0. Let's see what we got with 1500 core. Yes, we are touching 400 right now. Alrighty. This is more like it, and I like temperatures. I like them at 244 watts. 247. Oh, there's 410. Ooh, now we are talking. It's going nicely. Yep. That's what I thought. Let me see. What does people do? So 2200 on 250 watts and core 1800. And this one has core on 1300 memory, 1000 power limit, 220 watts. I think with core 1500 we can do memory I'll say 1200. Let's see what we got. It's gonna fluctuate 25, 15 megahash because it's Ergo. It likes to fluctuate a lot with megahash, but that's okay. Oh, NVIDIA applied with errors. Okay, let's clean it up. So it doesn't like to be memory overclocked. Let's do 1000. Let's see, will that do anything? Yeah, it just doesn't like core memory. But if we do power limit to 50 and then memory 1200, let's see what's gonna happen now. So the core will boost until this power limit, and there we go, it's happening. Yeah, error again. I think we need to do power limit off. Yeah, it jumped to 254 right now. Error. Yeah, it just doesn't like memory to be overclocked. Oh, it's going up now. Yeah. I think yeah, it's going up now. It's 251 watt, 422.7. We've seen better results. Yes, I think it's gonna go maximum to 45 to 55, and we are getting 422 megahash. But we just leave it empty. I don't know. I think this BIOS is already set for the mining itself, so you just plug in and play. And the thing that you can do is just power limit it, and it will run at the best at the power limit. So that's why it doesn't like memory to be overclocked. Absolutely, see, it's applied straight on after memory removed. Yeah, funny. Should be 0, and then we should do core offset only. Will not. We had 1500, right? There we go. I think that's the thing. If we just hit the core clock offset exactly at it's the best megahash, I think that's the only thing you have to do. Yeah, alright. I will play a little bit around it and I will be back. So here it is, guys. The best thing, the best megahash on Ergo that I could get on this card is 422.8, absolutely doing nothing. So the BIOS on the card is already set up and ready for mining straight away. You just plug in and play. Only thing, if you don't like this, You can reduce it by locking the core clock or power limiting it, and that's it. So this is the best. Considering what would be like the most efficient, I still have to go around and play with it a little bit, but since I have electricity included in rent, I will just leave it like this. And this is like the best mega hash you can get on Ergo. And I'm using, it's T-Rex miner for those who want to know. So this is T-Rex miner hash rate. I will try maybe some other miner gets more, but yeah, T-Rex miner 422.8 mega hash max, absolutely doing nothing on it. This is temperature with this duct 3D printed and 6000 RPM 120mm fan, and this is 140mm case fan that blowing just over the card. And there you go, guys. What do you think about Ergo hash rate? I think it's pretty okay, but the wattage is a bit high. Next one I'm really interested is how much on Caspa we will have, so stay tuned for the Caspa video.